To me, collard greens, it's an iconic dish because it means so much more than the actual vegetable. Collards were poor food, and so the only people that ate collards are the ones that couldn't afford the nicer vegetables, you know? These were the throwaways. Collards are something that grow everywhere, and they grow very easily. So if you think about that, something that was born out of poverty, something that was born out of necessity, became something that we now celebrate out of flavor. And when I started thinking about the history of collard greens in that sense, it immediately made me think about kimchi. And if you think about the history of Korea and the rise and the prominence of kimchi, it happened after the Korean War, when everyone was poor. There was no meat to be had. There was no fish. And what you had a lot of cheap cabbage. So what do? You take out of necessity, you take all that cabbage, and you start making kimchi out of it. And so for me, it was natural to go, wow, wouldn't it be cool if I could marry the iconic dish of the South with the iconic dish of Korea? As a recipe, it starts out pretty simple. It starts with some lard. I do a little bit of butter. Just some chopped onions. Then I do some country ham. You have more similarity between latitudes of cultures than longitudes. It allowed me to understand and start to talk about why I do the things I do without using the word fusion. As it cooks down, it's going to leach out the water. It creates this incredible, what they call pot liquor, which is that wonderful flavor that comes from the collard greens. It gives me a starting place to have a discussion and to say, you know, there's a reason why Korea and Louisville, for me, makes sense. All right, so this has got this beautiful emerald green color to it. I'm just going to add some chicken stock. Quite a bit of it, too, actually. I'm going to add a little bit of organic soy sauce made right here in Kentucky. A little bit of apple cider vinegar, and that's pretty much it. That's just going to go until the collard greens can't cook no more. So it's about 30 to 40 minutes. At some point, you'll taste it, and you won't taste ham, and you won't taste chicken stock, and you won't taste the vinegar. What you'll taste is collard greens. So the collards are ready, and you can see the liquor is pretty much, it's not totally evaporated, but it's definitely reduced. It's really intense at this point. And then this is my kimchi. I'm just gonna dump it in. Juice and all. The nice thing about the kimchi is that it adds that really beautiful crunch to it, as well as that pickle flavor. I'm gonna put the lid back on. And pretty much once it comes back up to a boil, especially with these nice Dutch ovens, you can take the heat off, and that residual heat's just gonna keep kind of wilting it a little bit. I don't wanna cook it to high hell. I just wanna wilt the kimchi a little bit. And that's it. It's my collards and kimchi.